Black Guidance here. The isolation that you are in for your isolation created a monster. You have awakened to your highest level of elevation. When you're tired, when you're hurting, what you do, you isolate, you recover. Then you go back on that battlefield when you what you call it, when you're ready. Ever since you found out about you've been isolating for a long time. You always wonder why I'm away from people. Why I never go out? Why I never do this? Because you use isolation because you need for years because you needed to be away from certain people. You was dealing with a lot of traumas. You was dealing with a lot of personal problems, a lot of family problems, and and you didn't even know it. But if this is before you was awakened. Your most high and the angels were isolating you. This is why you was always at home. You needed years to heal. You needed some self-reflection. You needed some self-accountability for the part that you played. And that's how you was able to get where you are at now because you were able to do that self-reflection. When you're alone, that's dangerous. When you're able to be alone and you master self-mastery of being isolated, you learn stuff that you learn strength, you find hidden strength that you never would have known when you being around other people. Being alone will make you a threat, and you being isolated and trained you to get where you're at. You've been doing a lot of training and a lot of healing. You're not the same person that you used to be. You came a long way, and it shows. It shows. You had to isolate. You had to isolate from a lot of bad people, and there was a lot of bad people that did you dirty, that traumatized you, that fucked you over. Now, now since you healed, you don't isolate as much. You only isolate when you need protection or when you're sick. But you don't isolate the way you used to because you healing. You're fully healed now. And without this isolation from your ancestors, we don't know what you would be. You probably would be in a prison jail somewhere on the street because you would have went after the wrong person. But now, since you healed, this was a blessing in disguise. You know, away from certain people, exposed. They were never your friends. They was never your family. You never needed them. They needed you. You did the healing. You did the self-reflection. You took accountability for the part that you played. Now, no one can get one over on you because you truly mastered isolation. And you need to show gratitude because without that isolation, you wouldn't be that divine warrior that you are. Like, follow, share, subscribe, do what you need to do to get the videos out there. Black Guidance signing out.